you a lady boy?
Oh, bitch.
Girl, I said, are you a... Are you a...
Oh. Us too.
Hey, Mary.
Hey, Mimi.
I'm Adrian.
I'm Shiloh.
And welcome to
the Lady Boy Radio Hour.
We have some nice artwork featured on the wall today.
Yes.
Would you like to talk about it
I put
before
one piece
you
of
tear it
tape
down?
on it.
Like,
I put a single piece of tape on the back of it because I'm going to put it in a frame.
we're trying to engage in some like set dressing of
this
sorts.
This is by my dear friend and tattoo artist, Finn, the end illustration.
We'll put
World,
their
and
at right here.
We'll put their at.
Don't
He's a
block it.
superstar. He's a superstar.
Gag it, clock it, say that.
And I just had the best time. The problem is we changed our setup and now I'm in a spinny chair, so now I'm just like
You were in the spinny chair
Rockiana
before.
Dupree.
So
Yeah, but I'm-
You just gotta not be acting brand new.
but I'm so inclined to spin right now. I'm so spin pilled.
It's been a long day.
It's been a really, really long day. But this is by
Also
my dear
Saturday.
friend Finn, the end illustration. Link in bio to the gram.
Link in bio.
Because he is like an absolute gift. This is like a little boxer with top surgery. Zoom in if you can't see it. It's so cool. He's so cool.
This art, we have another piece of art that can be seen.
Yeah. For those who are listening to the audio, I have on my left bicep a tattoo of a little chunky T-boy with a bunch of tattoos and no nipples. Me. In a martini glass and a bunch of like bubbles. It's very fierce. Same artist, of course. This was the cheapest tattoo I've ever gotten, like per
like size.
Yeah, like per square inch, and it is the best one I have.
It's also
by far.
technically like a custom design too, because there was the flash that they had put up, but then like they zhuzhed them up a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't think it'll be flash. I don't know. Well, I hope. Actually, I hope he uses it like and
I said flash just because it
figure.
was like if you want to tell them like how the tattoo like came about
on his Instagram story.
It was a very cool just like moment.
It was
Nurse.
RuPaul.
You make me feel right real, RuPaul.
I have no idea what she was saying. Crystal Envy, give it up.
She was trying to say Mighty Real, because that was the song. But then she said Righty Real, and then at one point in there she like squeezed in like a mayo, and that's what like really really tickled Real. She was like, "Did you say mayo?"
It's just really really brilliant. Crystal Envy. Crystal Envy, friend of the pod.
Completely friend of the pod.
I wasn't a fan in the beginning. When she went home, I was like, no, whatever. But then, like, seeing her on Denali's channel,
she was very charming to me
laugh
from the
very
beginning. The song that she did for the talent show was just like a little
Boo,
bit. Now in hindsight, it's like iconic. But iconic in the way that some of like the older like Sabrina Carpenter stuff is to me, where it's like I didn't like it before, but now that I like her other stuff, now I like it because now like I'm like girly pop. Except for Nonsense, that song is a little bit doo-doo clown mess.
I don't hate it as long as I like don't pay super attention to the lyrics.
Right, it's a pretty big caveat.
Yeah, it's like tough for me for sure. But anyway, on his Instagram story, he was like, "I'm dying to do this design." Back to the tattoo story. I'm dying to do this design. It was $300 originally. I will do it for someone for $175 if they will just get it, because he's an apprentice.
Apprentice.
And I was like, it's so sicking. It's so sicking.
It's so seeking.
You make me feel righty meal, bird ma'am.
Righty meal, bird ma'am.
God, I'm so fucking tired.
Yeah.
But yes, so I got it for $175. I did tip Mighty Real.
And then you were able to make a little request because the original design was a little bit more of a slender figure. And then you were like, can we make him like a little chunkier?
And take his nipples, because I don't have nipples.
Exactly. So
And now he's like a tiny little me.
it's like a really good deal on like essentially a custom tattoo.
And it's my favorite one that I have. It's like so sickening.
It's the first like big one.
First big one.
Did your big one?
This was, I got it like 3 days ago now.
Yeah.
And
you were able to debut it last night at a certain little function.
a certain little function that we are going to be talking about, and you got to get back out there in the
We
zone,
both
the auto zone.
did our big one yesterday for sure.
Yeah.
A long day of a lot of doing.
And today we're going to talk about like
We're gonna talk
our
about it.
art,
We also
'cause it's not
have
just
done a lot
podcast.
today because we like cleaned. Y'all don't know this, but we deep cleaned so much of our home, and then we went on a little home goods, not at home goods, but we were buying home goods.
Yes, we were buying home
goods for the home, as it were. And we usually record on Fridays, but today it is a sleepy Saturday.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we wanted to talk about today. We realized that we haven't really talked much about what we do outside of the pod. Aside from, of course, hating our barista jobs.
Being a barista, fucking hating it.
Not always a hate, but
Not always a hate, but often
more often than
a
it should be.
despise, you know? I just
more
realized I
often
was
than
not
we would
fully
like.
in the frame.
Oh, Mama, it's okay. You can roll away if you want.
Shut up. The people would miss me so bad.
Oh my God.
The people would miss me so
yeah.
bad.
We have our own like artistic endeavors that also kind of overlap because we like to do shit together that are outside of the pod. Do you want to talk about yours and segue into your gig last night?
My dear friend, well, I make music. My dear friend Ethan does this like annual Arbor Day show because like it's actually such a delightful, charming story.
You should plug some of your music.
Yes, that's true. I'm very bad about doing that. The marketing is where I struggle. The art making is like where I have the fun. These pants are fraying, boots, but I stole them from Lauren's like donation bag because they're really cute. And every time she wore them, I was like, "Oh, those are cute."
They are really cute.
Anyway,
Can we get a
sorry
little
for
commotion for the pants?
Yeah, give me a little commotion for the pants, and the outfit where you can see straight through to my tummy because the shirt is buttoned, and it's just a little.
It's also a perfectly clean shirt too.
Please, I don't want to turn around and show the back. I wore this to the gig last night. Okay, so my buddy
plug
Ethan,
the music.
Okay, Shiloh Rowan on Spotify, and it'll
Soon
be
the
in the,
EP
it's
Golden
in the
Elf.
description. It's in the description.
Link below for that.
It's a description.
And also more to come soon.
Yar.
I think we're gonna have a little single on our hands too.
Which made its debut last night. It was very exciting. So I had this gig. Y'all know for the past 2 weeks, if you are frequent listeners of the pod, it has not been a sound. It's not been one of sound mind or sound body. But we're kind of back. We're so back. Kind of the catalyst was me finding out that I'm going to start tea again. Let's fucking go.
Ayo. Wake it up. Thank you, Health First.
Thank you, Health First. I'm
My
starting
God.
tea again. I'm just waiting for them to like approve it. So I can pick it up and take it.
It's been rough.
It's been rough. I've just been like, why am I going to blow my brains out?
Why?
But yeah, I just forget that like my mood and general vibe got
Your
better
mood and general demeanor.
after I started taking tea, and my like willingness to stand up for myself in moments where I need it instead of like kind of caving in and giving into my anxiety. It's very weird. It's an SSRI in a way. But that was the catalyst, and then I got a tattoo, and then I had this show, and it's just been all uphill. But my friend Ethan does this annual Arbor Day show because him and his friends, like during COVID, were like trying to find a dumbass like holiday to celebrate. They were like, we were trying to find a holiday that we could just like add to the schedule and day drink for.
Hey.
Like get
Real.
into it. And
Get into it.
now every year I say every year, I think this is year 2, but it will be every year, I have to assume. The work they put in, they raise money with ticket sales, and they plant trees in
planting trees.
Van Cortlandt Park in the Bronx. I was gonna go plant in the morning, but I did have to work at 11. So, and
Back
then we're
in
gonna be
Omega City.
hiking
Yeah.
to the.
It was also
location.
quite far.
Yes, it was a
not
56-minute ride by train.
Yeah.
It's like I have to take an Uber to the gig later,
Mama.
and that's gonna be up the ass because it's gonna be 5 p.m. on a Friday.
Completely up the ass?
It was completely up the ass.
Completely up the ass?
Did you find the remote? That's a deep cut.
We've also been watching a lot of Dairy Girls, and the accent does rub off a little bit.
We're actually quite poor.
We're actually quite pretty.
Nicola.
Ooh, there's
What's her name?
Coughlin?
Is it Nicola? Or is
Nicola,
it Nicole?
yeah.
Nicola. She's great in this flick. She's great.
Nicola.
We're on the last season. Our friend has been telling us to watch it for years. But anyway,
Shout out Anna.
I was the opener for Arbor Day.
Friend of the pod.
Yes, Anna, friend of the pod.
Arbor Day.
Dairy Girl Stan. Congratulations, also Anna.
Completely.
Sorry.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, that's for the OG listeners of the pod, which is our like 4 friends.
We also honked on the Bobo like maybe like at this point like at least an hour or so ago.
But I'm so tired.
This is all like you're getting us like I just want to address the elephant in the room, which is that we're like
what the fuck did
sorta
you just
half
call
asleep.
me?
Well, I didn't say pink elephant.
Mama, white elephant more accurately.
Well, I mean,
Isn't a white
I saw the
elephant
tights
like,
and they were ripped. It's that it's
Pink
that
elephant,
like
fuck like literally fuck you to hell.
I should have said rainbow instead. Your hair looks so good right now.
Thank you.
Very red one supernova.
I've been just mixing dye all alchemy style in the bathroom and just
Right.
when I did this I
Crazy
also didn't have
style.
gloves. Okay, I will show the audience the back of my head since you're all fucking dying
Oh
for
my
it.
god.
Can you see my neck?
We'll zoom in.
Is it?
So essentially what happened is Shiloh did this to his hair and it looks fierce and slightly cunty.
I've not
Let's give it
washed
up.
it.
Applause. Thank you.
Please clap.
But he had not washed it, so when he like was sweating, it got like crazy.
And I haven't seen what it looks like since we deep cleaned the entire fucking house.
Yeah, we sure did that. We sure did
did
that.
that.
It's one of those things like where it's like it starts in the morning and then it just kind of goes.
Yes.
Yes. But all that to say, yeah, we kind of smoked a little bit, and this is us like on the come down, while also being so tired. Excuse the lethargy.
The lethargy.
The
yeah.
lethargic dolls.
The lethargic dolls are
Creature.
What?
The Luscious
Beast.
Massacre. Breck.
No, like how many?
Shout out to Luscious Massacre.
Yes.
If you guys have been not
I love
tuning
Luscious
in to the content, like y'all need to. She's amazing. She does drag investigations of random places of merchandise selling.
Recently came out with some dollism, right? That's what that video was.
I don't think it was like coming out as much of just like addressing it, because like when you like dress in like daywalker like attire
With your
and you
Jessica
like
Simpson
go
bag.
outside and like
It's amazing.
that, like that is, I mean, hey,
Hey.
she gives me very like old school like drag queen as like a gender identity like type of vibe.
Oh, completely.
Like where
Where they,
it's
like,
the like
Identify as a cross-dresser.
yeah,
But it's
like
like-
where it's just
Also,
like a
if that's
different
not
school of
true-
thought.
If that's not true about this person and we're completely misgendering them, I'm so sorry. We will reconceptualize your gender like
Completely.
so fast.
But I also think
Love
it's
you.
just like speaks to like a generational, just like we define gender like differently, with like different words and just like different like frames of thinking than like some of the old school divas do.
Old school. How old is that woman?
She's like at least like in her 40s. I think that's her food. Ooh, we
haven't
ordered.
talked about
We ordered food.
any of the things that we said we were going to talk about.
Well, oh yeah. Well,
Well,
That's okay.
No, Luscious Massacre. Long story short, we love you. And how
Yeah.
old is she?
I don't. Well, let me look it up
Because
as you
I thought
continue
she
to
was
talk
like-
about your gig and you talk about like how it went and like all that stuff. All that stuff.
It was. I gave myself. Listen, I've been doing the artist's way. For those of you who know the artist's way, wake it up, wake it up, wake it up. And it's been really helpful. But I was like, I'm gonna give myself, as Julia Cameron says in the book, space to be like mediocre or like.
She's 36. Oop.
That's not that old. I was 36, mama.
But
Peppermint was
still,
37
she
sorry. Into the Mic was like fucking.
she's more of an
gutted.
old school crossdresser, I would say.
Yes, and I love that. Look at how pink the fucking derma wrap made my skin. Can you see the like,
Derma.
clear line? Damn, brother. It's cooked. But anyway, delightful gig. I was the opener. I stayed for the next 2 acts. I left before the third, but I've seen them. I saw them last year because they were also the closer last year. But I do think I left after the third act last year too.
It gets to be late. It gets to be, you know, the vibes.
It was like
Y'all know.
11:20, and we were doing our like gig recap. I did like a 5-song set, really very chill. I only did like 2 songs with a bridge, so it was like very short. I was in and out of there. But it's what I needed. It was what I was capable of. I almost said I wasn't going to do the gig because the month prior I was like, I feel
Things have been tough.
things have been really tough, like emotionally. And I was like, I want this to be good because this is like, I want the podcast to be good, but like music is the thing I take very seriously. I don't take anything about myself seriously, like at all, but making music, I do take, I want to have fun while doing it, but I also like, it is my art or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Pretentious, like
Womp
loser
womp.
bullshit. But, yeah, so I was really scared to share the new stuff, and I was really rusty because I don't like play much guitar anymore right now. Or if I do, it's like I'm picking up the acoustic because I'm doing like some weird acoustic electronic bullshit. But, yeah, so I just like, it felt really weird for the first like 3 songs. I warmed up, got comfy on it. And then the back half of the set I felt great about. I played 2 songs that like were their debut.
Yes. Wake it up. Wake it up.
And one of them, I felt really weird about like just bringing a track on my phone to sing to, because I normally and have my tummy being out because this shirt is like, y'all want it so bad. You want to know about my fupa? You want to know about my fupa so bad. I was nervous because one, I have not fully like mastered this track. It's not like finished in that way. Like I haven't done all the polishing stuff. Not that you could tell.
No,
over
it
those
sounds good. It
speakers.
sounds quite good.
It sounded really like
There's like very, very,
shockingly
very
good.
final like last like things, but like
Yeah.
it is like good.
I'm like
It's almost
so
done.
gooped and gagged by how good it sounded over the speakers. And it felt really free to not be behind a guitar and to watch the footage back and see that I didn't look weird, like moving about the stage just as like myself, sans guitar. I was like chuffed. And I can't wait to do more stuff where it's just me singing the track that I wrote. And I'm going to Caroline Polachek it. And I'm going to every once in a while for like a little hook, have a little choreo. And I'm going to put the drag on.
Completely.
And I'm going to get up there. Because, oh, and my dear friend Heather, not
Hey,
a friend of the pod,
Heather.
but will be once she finds out that, like,
What was that?
hold on. Okay, we're good. We had to check the audio levels. Yeah.
Yeah.
My computer went to sleep, and sometimes when it does that, the CPU overloads and the recording stops.
Look at poo.
No,
Goes
I'm
kaput.
sure you've never noticed any audio issues if you've listened to this podcast before.
Mama, the way that like they had to get through the entire first half of the last episode of us being like, oh my god, new mic setup and this and and then the whole entire time it just was like regular phone audio.
completely. Well,
Us doing all this theater with the mics and the ooh for nothing. This time it should be working.
but my dear friend Heather, I love you. I'll see you on Thursday.
Shout out
This will
Heather,
be
friend of the
out-
pod. This will have been out for a day.
Yeah, this will have been out for a day. So if you see
Calendar.
this, Heather,
Well,
I'll see you tomorrow.
and also, hi Heather. But also,
She makes the
that
best baked goods,
last track that you did,
and
Fear,
she's sweet.
Fear
She's
the
best.
Fold, will be the upcoming single.
Yeah, it's called Fear the Fold.
So
It's
stay
about how I'm
tuned.
scared of pussy. No, it's. I thought about that. I was like, it does sound like like the folds is like a pussy thing, which I was
I'm
like,
so
that's not it. Like
sorry
I
to
don't
the
have bottom dysphoria.
listeners.
Pussy. What? What's the problem? Pussy.
No, it's not the word. It's just
the
like
concept.
just you just like say like that's not like what the song's about.
No, it's
Talk
about-
about what it's about.
Why? Well, thank you. I will. I'm glad you asked. It's about
my
how
God.
being trans makes you hate the government. It didn't start being about the government. It just was like, I don't want to run any circles with like, I don't want to say normies, but like cishet people.
It's
Normies,
yeah, no,
like
say it.
And not even like,
Normie boots.
and I'm not talking like non-artists. I'm talking about people who aren't
Like straight people.
chill and cool. Yeah, like
Straight
people who aren't
people.
living like a queer / alternative lifestyle. I'm really not interested.
Straight
in
uncultured
hang.
people. Because there are
I'm just
some
not
straight people that
interested.
are into some judge, but
My dear friend Neil, who played last night. Love you, Neil. Also,
shout out Neil, friend of the pod.
burped off the mic this time.
Right.
My dear friend Heather is going to be my manager. She is also my friend Neil's manager, and his band linked
His
his
band.
at and his band's at linked right here.
Why is your hand so like
Sweaty? It's hot in here.
sorry.
You exposing me for having a clammy hand, you fucking bitch. Also, those lights have been flickering for no joke 45 minutes. Can I please go turn them off?
Okay.
I'll be back. Now, can you tell them about your audition?
Oh yes. Yesterday. Now I'm farting and walking away. I got up a desk thing. Okay, so now you're just fucking the lights. Nosferatu. But yeah, so yesterday was also a big day for me. I had my first in-person audition for a theatrical production where I was in the room, like I said, in person. Lamau, I please.
I just got him with the little boop, if anyone was wondering. If
Yeah,
you know
fuck
me,
you.
you know what I did.
Faggot.
Anyway, please continue.
But yeah, so it was for this new musical that I don't think I can really say too much about because they literally made me sign an NDA because that's what happens with like these like new works. But it was just like cool. The subject matter was really interesting to me, and I just was like pumped to get back in the room because I've been like submitting for stuff with like video submissions online, but I had not been in the room in almost like 2.5 years at this point. I auditioned for something in person, I think maybe like a year or so into us being here in the city. So yeah, it's been about like 2.5. And so I was a little nervy. I'm gonna be real, I was a little nervy because it has been a while and I had to get my like headshots printed and my resume, which like I have not like needed to like have like a physical
Can I bring your
copy of. Sure, mind you, they did not even end up because this was more of like this was like a less formal. They should be in the binder on the floor on my bag behind you. Oh my god, you guys, he's just like wandering around. But yeah, so it ended up being like a sort of not super formal thing. It's a non-union like stage reading of this new work. So they actually did not even need my headshot, but hey, now I have it. But yeah, so I was really excited for the audition generally, because the work was exciting to me. But I just was like really excited to get back in the room, in like this version of myself. Like I've spent a lot of time. Thank you.
That's about both of the things we did this week.
I've spent a lot of time working on healing from a lot of what I went through in college, studying theater and also just like doing theater like in high school and everything. And there's been a lot of like growth in that way, but also just me as a person and like me as an artist and the stuff that I consume and everything. So I just was excited to get back into the room like in this version, this more like healed version of me. And it went well. I was really, really proud of what I brought, and yeah, like it just was really encouraging because that's something that I'm trying to like dip my toe back into, is really like auditioning more, because it's just been like a really shitty time of like, well, not like shitty, but just it's been like a difficult time trying to like heal my relationship with theater a little bit. And then along a similar vein to Mr. Man over here, he has been helping me in our home studio to also record some music, because I have been just diving more into music as like I'm like a medium to be able to do more shit like on my own that like comes from me, and not like have to try and like audition for someone to cast me in this and blah 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 blah. Like, I just want to make my own art. I'm not exactly the songwriter kind of diva, but I really want to get into recording just music just for the art of it. So I will also have a song coming soon to a Spotify near you or any other streaming platform for music. I do have the added, since I am not a songwriter, I do have the added expense of I have to like pay for the cover rights for all the songs, but that's okay. But yeah,
and like the tea about us waiting so long after, like, air quotes, so long after moving into the city to like lock back in to the art,
we needed it.
Like, I recommend it truly to all like young artists.
For sure.
If you're like graduating high school / college, moving to the city, yeah, you definitely play shows, like get into it. If you have the means to like not work a job and make art, I guess do that, but also like really unrelatable. And I don't really want to hear well-off people make art anymore. Honestly, I'm kind of tired of it. Like it's tired, it's corny, it's played out. But if you have those resources, do whatever you want. However, I do recommend, if you move to somewhere to like try to be an artist, to take some time to just like know what it's like to be a normal person. I don't know. I felt my whole life like all I did was perform and make art.
You have to.
And I needed a break.
The art like has to be informed by something. I talk about this all the time because I feel like a lot of people, especially like post grad, like if you studied music or theater or art performance in like some way, like sometimes the vibe is that you want to hit the ground running and you really want to hustle, which is like not bad. Like I'm not saying that that's not something that like you should do, especially if you like, if things just line up right for you, like you should go after it. But I think it's important to prioritize regular human experiences, especially if you are a writer, if you're an actor, like we as like artists in that way, like our source of like inspiration for everything is like humanity and like the things that we go through that like other people go through. Like it has to come from something. I think of it like from like being an actor. It's like the whole reason why I like wanted to be an actor is that I just find people like really, really fascinating. And like I just think that like if you're focusing on like the art of it, you need to have something to like draw from and to pull from. So it's okay to do the hustle, especially if you are not mentally ill to the point where that like gets in the way. Like
we were
for sure,
so sick when we first
do the
moved
hustle. We were like too sick to hit the ground running like that, and because of that, we just did not have access to the mental clarity that we have like a little bit more access to now, that like allows us to make the art that we want and be more fair to ourselves in like letting the art come out of us. And that just comes from like doing our own work on like us as people, and then being a more like healed person that like approaches the art. Like it has to come from that, because you can't hide when like you are the thing, like you are the artist. Like when you're a performer, when you're a writer, when you're an actor, like when you're like all these things, that it's like, mama, it's you. Like, yeah, like we like do jobs, like, you know, like, you might book a gig like where you have to write a jingle for something, like, or like you like have to play a part in like a theme park or something, like there are jobs where it's like you are just like supposed to like fit into to like someone else's thing, but like when you also do your own shit, like, and you are the art, like you have to respect it, and to respect it you also have to just be nice to yourself generally in like a mental health way. So
Yeah.
make sure that you hold space for all of that. That's what we ended up doing, not necessarily super intentionally at first, but that is the vibe. Like I always say that my like break from theater just kind of happened, and then I like realized that that's what I was doing.
Completely. I didn't realize until yesterday that I had taken a year off from performing, but I had.
Yeah.
I had taken a full year.
But
The
like you've
last
done
time I
so
had
much in this year.
Yes.
So much has happened in this year.
I wasn't a performer this year, but I was an artist.
You were an artist, and you were someone that took care of yourself. You got top surgery. You like continued to be on T, and
What's
like,
good?
and like did like a lot of like physical, but like also like mental work on like your voice changing and everything. Like being a singer, being someone that like does music. I finally fucking went to therapy. I fucking became a witch. Like we've been doing a lot of shit this past year that has set us up now to where I think, because we're in a better like space mentally, we're attracting good shit to happen to us, and we are now in a
I knew that would happen.
That's a bad omen, of course. My headshot just fell from the wall, but
no, it's gonna go right back on there and it's gonna stick down.
Stick.
I'm gonna be really careful,
and now we're in like a better headspace to take advantage of those opportunities when they come to us. And doing this pod has been like honestly a big like part of what's been helping to ground us and been helping us just kind of be like, all right, like we gotta do it. We can do it. We're kind of good at it. Shit. So
and like the tea is we watch it back and we laugh
completely. And like thank you to all of our like friends and our like regulars and like everyone that has been listening so far. We have really just been making this like for us, and we want like people to like listen, so please share and subscribe and do like all your like big ones and everything. But know that at the end of the day we do this because we have fun doing it, and it like honestly just is like for both of us, like I feel like we've like talked about like feeling the same way, to know that like regardless of whatever happens and how shitty my week might go and how much of what I would like to accomplish I don't get done, I know that I'm gonna put out like almost, lately it's been over an hour's worth of content, and I'm gonna like make this little faggot and like hopefully like some of y'all and like definitely myself laugh for a little bit. So yeah.
I'm laughing a lot. And you know what? We should take a break.
Yes. See, that was so smooth.
I'm learning. I'm educated. We are gonna eat our food, which has been sitting at our door for
oh my god,
like
it has
minutes.
been.
Rally the troops, Lauren.
This might be like a tiny little like we realized that we've been making very long episodes lately.
Long episodes. So the return will be brief, probably.
We'll come back and we'll check in, but
because you have to edit this like all tomorrow, essentially.
I would like to. I don't have to, but I would like to.
Happy Saturday.
But no, like we just wanted to give y'all a break too on like listening to like a complete hour of us.
You want to give them less of us? Well, also my voice is really tired from yesterday. I oversang a little bit, and then Neil too. My water bottle like rolling around on the ground.
Let's talk about that when we come back.
Yeah, we'll talk about Neil Tuchis and the mother of Lucas.
The Mothers of Lovers?
Neil Tucci and the Mothers of Lovers, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Mary. As anyone listening to this podcast knows, it's a terrifying and difficult time to be trans in this country. It's more important than ever to support the organizations that support the community.
This week, we're highlighting the Callan Lord Community Health Center, a global leader in queer healthcare with roots stretching back to 1969, just 6 months after the Stonewall riots.
The center provides, in their own words, sensitive quality healthcare and related services to New York's lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community in all their diversity, regardless of their abilities to pay. To further this mission, Callum Lord promotes health education and wellness and advocates for LGBTQ plus health issues.
The center offers a bunch of services such as dental care, HIV and STI testing/treatment, and what we're really highlighting today, trans healthcare mama. They are the only primary care center in New York City that is specifically for the queer community, making it inherently safer. They offer a wide array of trans health services, as well as providing the opportunity to have a primary care provider as well as a mental health provider. They will get you together, girl.
You can find a link to their donation.
You can find a link to their donation page.
You can find a link. You can find a link to their donation page
Where can I find it?
in the episode description, bitch. Go do your big one and trans rights.
Period. Hey.
Hey.
Okay, so we took a bit of a break. It is now raining outside in like a very like ASMR lo-fi like type of way.
Yeah. Completely ASMR.
But yeah, so we ate our food. We ate down.
We watched an episode of Drag Race with Lauren and then kicked her out of the room so we could finish.
We are rewatching season 9, showing it to Lauren for the first time. She's a virgin.
She's a virgin
in that sense.
She's seen several season, many a season rather. Season. Pigeon is looking at me like she's.
And then we also toked up, honked on some bobo.
Yeah, come here. Sorry, I'm talking to the cat. I guess
because we did like so much today, you guys. Like we mentioned, we cleaned and then we went. There's like a local like home goods like little department store.
Do you have anything to say, baby girl?
They call it. That's like right around the corner from us. And why is she so sweet? Hold on.
What's up?
Let me take a video.
Oh, hi Wiglets. Hello, Miss Wiglet. Come here. Do you have something to say to the audience? Oh.
Aww.
No, you just want some pets. Okay, come here. I love you. You gonna lay down?
She's so cute.
Here she goes. Boof. Oh. Sorry, she does anything and I have to stop what I'm doing. She's so cute. And so weird vibe wise. Anyway, so we took a break. We watched some Drag Race.
Do you know your song of the week? Think about it. Well,
yes.
Yup.
Okay.
It's that new Caroline Polachek song. I don't think it's hers, but she's featured on it. Or it's a collab. Whatever. It's called Tell Me I Never Knew That. And it's Caroline Polachek and Caroline. I think that's like a group named Caroline. Like, because there's multiple voices that join the...
Caroline.
Could be. I don't know them from Adam, but... they're great. Love the work in it. It's very atmospheric. It's
Adam
like
Driver?
sickening boots. What?
I don't know. I just said something.
Yeah, you do
guys, I think it's time.
What's your song of the week?
Oh, you're right.
Hello.
Hold that thought for like 1 second. My song of the week is Dreams by the Cranberries. Like I mentioned in the first half, we are now 2.5 seasons into Dairy Girls. Sad because there is only 3 seasons, but it's really, really good. And they have played that song like a bunch of times, especially in like the first season, because I think that they didn't have like too much of a budget for the music because they were like the same like 4 songs.
No,
great
completely.
songs though, because it's mostly the Cranberries. So
yeah, mostly the Cranberries and
Cranberries.
And there were.
But yeah, love that song. It's beautiful. I guess I should include, because whenever I listen to that, I also listen to Linger and Zombie.
You didn't say anything about me like pretending that I was the siren. Just now.
I don't think it is worth mentioning.
You don't think it was additive?
You know
in
what
any
is
way?
worth mentioning, Mom?
What is worth
it
mentioning,
is time
Mama?
for Ladyboy Hotline.
Wow.
Reminder. A reminder. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry. Let me log in.
She's just sitting there.
Okay,
like,
so a reminder
so
that
polite.
you guys, at any time during the day, when you're doing whatever task, you could take just like a second to hit the link to leave us a message for the Ladyboy Hotline, and we will play it during the episode. And we'll kiki over it for sure.
If it's a question, we'll try to answer.
Wow.
If it's a question, we'll try to answer it. If it's not a question, we'll chuckle about it. Or
For
whatever.
those that are not watching and are just listening, sorry about Shiloh. Sometimes speaking into the mic.
And sometimes not.
Summer. Okay.
We have the same brain rot. It's like really,
okay, so once again,
really
shout
awful.
out to Jordan, friend of the pod, our dear friend Jordan. He did leave us so many messages. So we're going to play another one of his. This one's an interesting one. Here goes.
Hello, Shiloh. Hello.
Oh, hold on, let me start it again.
Yeah, you got to get the full picture.
So
have I heard this one? Did you show them all to me?
No, I don't know if I did.
Okay, I
Because
hope
I didn't
not.
share them all with you.
I hope not.
Hello.
I love to be shocked by Jordan's antics. It's like my favorite
Okay.
thing. Okay, come on.
Hello, Shiloh. Hello, Adrian. Big fan of the pod. My question is, if you could genderize your drinks of choice, what are your drinks of choice and what would their genders and personalities be? Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Thinking outside the bun with that one, Jordan.
Okay, well, I think we should do 2 categories. I think that we should do like
Categories.
like
Why did you say it like
cocktail
that?
drinks and then like regular like non-alcoholic drinks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
do
so
know
let's
what you
start with you. What's your go-to like cocktail alcoholic drink type situation?
If
Like
money's
if you
an
wanted
issue,
to get drunk right now, what would it be?
If money's an
General.
issue, I forgot we're on camera. I'm literally like, my dad drives like that. Fun fact: he literally drives from
Danger.
like the back
Danger,
seat.
danger.
If money's an issue, cocktail wise, I'm doing like a gin and tonic
Okay.
or like a tequila soda, like something of the equivalent.
Okay. What is the
Or
gender
I'm
of that?
doing a vodka lim if they got it.
Those are gay guy drinks, I would say. No, like those
least I
are gay
wasn't,
guy
like-
drinks.
I love a Mike's Hard. Like at least I've graduated.
That's a white girl drink.
Well, also gin and tonic, I feel like is an old person drink
It's an older gay.
and an older gay because I
It's
like
an older gay guy.
developed
Like a
a
P-Town
taste
guy.
for gin
Maybe.
during COVID with my parents because we would just get fucking tossed
Yeah.
on gin
Gin's a little
On, like, a
faggy though,
Tuesday
which
night.
makes sense. That's all I'll say about that.
with our history.
Okay, so yeah, I would say that's gay guy. That's
You
the gender.
guys, if we ever like blow up, you guys can't tell my mom. You can't because I make a lot of jokes about.
Let's keep it going. Okay.
Anyway.
My go-to drink. I'm definitely a tequila person, so I would say if the vibe is such that they do margs, it's a marg. At like
Love
a
a
lot of
marg.
bars, sometimes that's not like really the vibe. So then I'll usually do like a tequila soda or like maybe like a tequila sour type situation too. But like, yeah, just like anything that's like a tequila type situation. I do sometimes also like, especially for at like a nice restaurant or like a more like type of vibe. I like places where they make like an old fashioned with like mezcal. I think that's like very fun and cunty. Love to get into that or just like kind of like sip on.
I had a tequila old fashioned one time,
Yeah,
and it's the only drink that I've spit back into the cup and set down.
it's a little crazy.
It's a little crazy. And I was that auction with Hannah, that rich auction
Oh my god, yeah.
for like
Shout
the
out
Jewish
Hannah.
preschool. And we
Yeah.
just got to get fucking twisted
So fierce.
and eat the like best food I've ever had.
But I think the gender of those drinks. I think I
Gay boy. Or wine aunt.
brown gay boy. Oh yeah, because I do.
It's like liquor
The
auntie.
wine for sure. I drink like your tia. is the tea. So I guess that's my drink's gender is Thea. Fierce. Okay, so non-alcoholic, just like regular drink. For you, what's the go-to? I think it's like a lemonade.
I was about to say it's a lemonade. What does that make me, everyone?
Child.
11 years old. Yeah.
Gender is
My
child.
gender is like, but child in like the schoolboy uniform and the little hat holding like a lollipop. Like,
What did RuPaul say about the kid and AJ and the Queen?
I don't remember.
It was that she identifies as a boy.
She identifies as a boy. She identifies as a boy.
And she's somewhere on the gender non-binary spectrum.
And then Jinx said, "Only kid I ever met is a top." Literally, clip that. Put that shit in there. She said that. Canceled. Jinx, you're canceled.
Okay, yeah. And then I think
Friend of the
my
pod?
go-to drink.
Yeah, what about you? Tell me now.
I have this thing where like if I like a drink or if I like a certain flavor, I'm like, oh, I would love like a matcha that's this flavor. I love a matcha. I'm like a matcha person.
That makes sense.
Love like an iced lavender matcha, a strawberry matcha, like a fun fruity. Love a matcha lemonade.
Love a matcha lemonade.
What would be the gender of that?
That's a non-binary person.
That's
But like, you can be non-binary.
That's my non-binary
in a bunch
tea.
of different way. In a bunch of different way.
My non-binary tea is matcha.
Matcha. That's the most. Yeah. Like, I was about to say that's the most non-binary thing about you, except for the way that you act and the way that you dress. But I was like, maybe I should stop. Sorry. Look at you. You're one of us in a good way.
Look
You're
at
a
you
lady
still in the
boy.
shirt.
So like, not what we're talking about. You dress.
Oh my god, look at my shirt so crooked.
Oh yeah, it's a symbol for how you're
Aye.
acting. Fucking crooked right now.
You're gonna be a
Look
bitch.
at Pigeon. She is licking the tummy. Whoa.
Aww.
She's the cutest girl. alive.
Oh, here, let me show you guys another look.
One day we'll have a pigeon cam. We'll put a little bed for her right there or something. Oh, she's such an angel.
Oh, she's going to town.
Oh, she is Likiana Dupree. She is. Oh, yeah, get the tongue. Get the tongue. I love that creature. You're a freak. The tattoo artist who tattooed me had a beautiful cat named Minnie. And he had a like heart tattoo on his shoulder that said
Let me
Minnie.
play one more from Jordan.
Hi, gay. My question is, what is your current hyperfixation? Mwah.
Kisses.
My currents.
A few moments later.
And the crowd went mild. Like, I can't. Well, because I've been, like, not taking in a ton of media because I, like, am off the phone. I can't be on the phone right now. Have
Right.
bad time on the phone.
Oh, well,
What?
I think we have a shared one.
We have a shared one?
We have been watching a lot of Tabitha Takes Over
Yeah.
on YouTube. We are currently, y'all can maybe help us with this. Y'all can maybe help us with this. We are on the search right now for a generous friend willing to share their Peacock login with us so that we can watch more episodes of the show.
Not the
Because it
Peacock
seems
login.
that we have watched not all, but close to all of the episodes that are available for free on YouTube.
And we
they're
also
only
wanna
on
watch
Peacock.
Below Deck.
We also want to watch Below Deck because we know that that's like hyperfixation, like loading.
Kyer. Whoop. Floating. Did I get it? No. Yeah, it's gone now. Fuck you. He got me.
I have been getting him like so much in like the past 24 hours.
No, like it's
We're really
crazy.
up.
But like
On a
energy level,
Saturday.
I'm.
Wow, it's so like rainy and beautiful out
It's
right
so
now
rainy and
because it's like
beautiful.
sunset.
Yeah. Guys,
Sunrise,
it's been-
sunset.
To all our listeners out there, it's been a couple days of W's, and
Yeah.
I've been really thankful for it. So if you're one of the regular suspects, I love you. Thank you. Things are going well.
Yes,
Thank
we
you.
love everybody that takes the time out of their day to listen to us, Yaparella, on this little pod. Yeah. Do you have any final thoughts?
Lauren, what's your song of the week?
We're gonna bully our roommate into telling us her song of the week.
And if your door's within reach, open it. Because I'll hold out the
Spill,
mic.
sister. Thank you for spilling. Kudos.
My song of the week is Bittersweet by Leanne La Havas.
She
Hell
said
yeah.
Bittersweet by Leon La Havas. Slay.
Sickening, no? Pigeon, do you have a song of the week? Oh, it's so cute.
Oh my god.
Okay, it's time for dinner. That's why she's hovering around us. She doesn't
Well,
like
it's
when
been
we're
so
doing this
real.
much activity, but she's been very
So once
polite
again, you
and
guys, please donate to Callum Lord.
patient. Yeah, this is another Callum Lord
Please.
week. Give it up. Thank you, Callum Lord.
Please like and subscribe on YouTube. Turn on the notifications. Do the same thing on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Apple Podcasts. Apple Podcasts. If you are listening on the Apple
If you're listening on
Podcast,
Apple
make sure that
Podcasts.
you subscribe and that
I
you
hope
also
you,
leave a review.
How you say subscribe?
And leave
How
us a
you say
message on the
like?
Ladyboy hotline. Follow us on TikTok at Ladyboy TikTok. That's LADYB0Y TikTok. Don't
It's
laugh.
bad. It's bad. We
Don't
know
laugh.
it's bad. We know it's bad. We know it's bad.
We will see you next week, and stay tuned. We're gonna get back on track, and we're gonna post other content soon on our YouTube. We have a video that is already
In the
works, and I think we're gonna get up to
in the works.
some other stuff soon. So yeah, stay tuned, you guys.
Goodbye. Okay, pig. Okay, piglet.
Goodbye.
Bye. Let's feed you dinner, baby girl. You're so cutie. Yes, you are. You're the best girl, sweetest girl, sweetest girl, sweetest, the sweetest girl.